continent. Of course, the UN Human Rights Office has expressed deep concern over the ongoing crackdown in Tunisia against political opponents and activists following these, of course, revelations or prevailing issues. The spokesperson for the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights has called on Tunisian authorities to end the pattern of arrest, arbitrary detention and imprisonment of human rights defenders, lawyers, journalists, activists and politicians. Let's have more of that in this report, again by Mamadi Barrow.
Tunisian authorities have escalated repression against political oppositions and dissenting voices through mass arrests, the imprisonment of journalists, and the targeting of civil society groups. By November 2024, over 80 individuals, including political opponents, activists, lawyers, journalists, human rights defenders, and social media users were detained for political reasons or for exercising their fundamental rights. Authorities also undermined the integrity of the October 6 presidential election, ensuring President Kais Saied's re-election by excluding or imprisoning potential challengers and amending electoral laws just days before the vote. The UN Human Rights Office raised concerns that many detainees remain in pre-trial detentions, facing vague and broad accusations seemingly linked to their exercise of rights and freedoms. According to the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, over 40 individuals, including opposition figures from political parties, are set to stand trial in March before the Court of First Instance in Tunis on charges of conspiracy against the state and terrorism-related offenses.
Over 40 individuals, including opponents from various political affiliations, are scheduled to stand trial at the beginning of March before the Court of First Instance in Tunis. They are part of a group accused of conspiracy against the state, as well as terrorism-related charges. Earlier this month, the Court of First Instance handed down prison sentences ranging from 5 to 54 years to 41 individuals in what is known as the Instalingo case. The charges included plotting conspiracy against the state security and committing offenses against the country's president in a trial marred by alleged violations of fair trial and due process.
UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, also urged Tunisian authorities to end all forms of prosecution against political opponents and uphold the rights to freedom of opinion and expression.
UN High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk calls on the Tunisian authorities to cease all forms of persecution of political opponents and to respect the rights to freedom of opinion and expression. He also appeals for the immediate release on compassionate grounds of those who are of an advanced age and those who suffer from health problems.
Meanwhile, security forces continue to abuse migrants, asylum seekers, and refugees with impunity. As denounced by the UN in October, deaths at sea among those fleeing to Europe persisted, while in May, authorities arbitrarily arrested members of organizations assisting asylum seekers and refugees. Despite these ongoing violations, the European Union maintained its support for Tunisian authorities in migration control efforts. Reporting for Eyeafrica News,